Hello and welcome back. Last time I made the witch farm, which I should actually show. I actually connected up the witch hut via the nether, so now I can fly all the way over. But I also did some other tweaks to the farm. I put in a sorting system, and I think it looks pretty good. As you can tell, it looks different. I added a water stream that also has a sorting system on the side. Oh, not on this, yeah, on this side. This is like overflow for instant health potions and anything that doesn't actually get picked up via the storage system. So I'll be able to hold redstone and all the witch drops. I was over here farming for enough redstone, which is important because I'll also show this. Because I need to make more of this. I have plans to make an automatic sorting system this episode, because I really need it. And this is basically the same design that I'm going to use. It goes off the same principles. The sorting system I want to build is very similar. It's just one block shorter, and then, yeah. I forgot I did that. Basically how this works is these hoppers are locked, and they won't pull items through. But as I have items dropped from the witches that I kill, they'll flow underneath, go up here, over here, get realigned with this chest so that they're between two blocks, and then that these hoppers will actually pick them up, and then whatever doesn't get sorted will go over to this dump chest, which is like overflow. And the pistons there are because I couldn't get the witches down efficiently just with the regular water from last time, so I decided to use pistons on a clock. There's more to this, and I don't really want to go into a major detail about it because that's not important. I wanted to make this and have like a lot of items stored in this central storage system, and it'll automatically sort everything I put into it. I won't be able to get every item, but this will be expensive, and I have the resources already, so I didn't have to bore you with the details. Oh, and I also added a on-off switch. Let's actually show the farm now. Oh, that looks so cool. Let's just wait for these guys to drop in. It might be a little loud. Oh, they're dying of anti-cramming. All the items will go into the hoppers, get spit out by the droppers, follow this line, go up here, go into the respective chests. See, you can see them getting picked up, going into their... Yeah, sometimes it misses some, which is why I put this overflow. And I forgot to explain why these items are named subscribe. I guess I could have just used regular stone slabs, but if I were to die around here and they get in the water stream, a cobblestone slab could stack there, but renamed items don't stack. And like, when would I ever have slabs renamed subscribe in my inventory? So, and they're dying of entity clearing again. You need to fill up every slot with a certain item. You could use snowballs, because they stack to 16, and they'll give a different redstone output. But I wanted to use something that stacks to 64, because if you overflow it too much, like if this goes to 64, which it is definitely a possibility, this signal strength could not just go to here, but also go to here and fuck up this storage module. It no longer sorts anymore. So with this type of design, you have to pick different specialized sorting systems. But the sorting system I want to make will require stacks of 16. So I'll use snowballs instead, because I won't be putting in massive amounts, unlike this farm, which it'll be dropping massive amounts. Yeah, seriously, this farm is broken when you have looting. But at home, I'll show you the chests that are required to make this sorting system. Actually, I forgot. Before I do that, I also added an extra little bit on to the gold farm. So I have the gold farm. I also applied the same module to sort out the gold and throw away golden swords and rotten flesh. But over here, I've got an automatic bartering system. And then I'm keeping some of the drops, especially the quartz, because this is going to be needed a lot when it comes to a sorting system. You need a lot of comparators, and that's it in the nether. I'll show the overworld now. Over here is the chests. I'll probably need more, but these are the chests that I need to at least start the storage system. Lots of glass, lots of quartz, ink sacs. I'll explain that in a minute. More cobblestone, stone. I had a lot more wood. I had like 2 double chests full of wood, but I had to turn it into chests and hoppers. Here's the redstone, and look. Look at how much redstone I got. This was like from like 1 hour of AFK at the witch farm. And then some of it actually got turned into repeaters and comparators. Here's the chests and hoppers. It doesn't look like a lot, but like a stack of chests requires 2 stacks of logs to make. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I took 12 stacks of wood and made 6 chests, and then also the hoppers took iron. I think I have enough, and I need to find a location to put it. I was thinking originally I wanted to put it over here. I guess I could. I was thinking it's really messy over here. I just can't dismantle all this yet because I still need it. So I was actually thinking that I'd build it over in this direction. It wouldn't have to be super far away, out to a little bit past this island, like somewhere over there. Probably not at the bottom of the void, but like somewhere like right here. I don't want it to be up in the sky, and I don't want it to be in the middle, but I don't want it to be down there, so I'm thinking I'm just going to put it like at Y level 40, something like that. This is going to be kind of big, and it's going to take a lot of time, and I need to build a lot of modules. So I'll probably cut all of this out and then maybe put in a compilation of how long it took. But there ain't going to be much talking for this because it's just going to be the same thing over and over and over again. And then I'll have to go into each hopper, choose what item goes where, which is also going to take some time because I don't know exactly what items to put where. It's a sorting system. I want it to be, sorted properly. I can't just have food with, like, stone. And I also went to the ancient city and got Swift Sneak. It was literally the second chest I opened, and I got like 3 books of Swift Sneak. Swift Sneak 3, and I had another one. Oh well. I got Swift Sneak 3 on my pants now, so it's really quick when bridging. Just take a look at this. Look how quick I'm moving. I've never really had this in like a regular single player world yet, so this is new to me. It's a little trippy. It's like I'm walking, but I'm not. Especially if you go into a run, you're still like running. Look how quick I'm going. Jeez. Anyways, I should really focus on trying to put this in a specific location. Because once I put it there, I won't be able to move it, so... I also forgot, again, the most obvious thing in my inventory. I got a trident. I built a small little drown farm to get tridents. Anyways, let's go over to it real quick. I'll show you the farm, and I really gotta focus on building this. I keep getting sidetracked. And I also built a squid farm. Yep, there's the monolith. I say it's small, and it's just fucking huge. Anyways, it wasn't very hard to build. I'll probably put pictures up on the screen to show you what I did specifically, but I basically outlined the top with blocks and poured lava down the side, forming a lava cast, and I poured water on the outside, forming the cobblestone, as you can see. So building the hull of it wasn't very hard. It was very easy. And then, it's not a very complicated farm. Look, it's literally just... Oh, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Get me out, get me out. Ugh. Anyways, it's literally just water. That's it. A giant box filled with water, and then you just kill them. And you get nautilus shells and copper, as well as rotten flesh and some fishing rods. And then this is an even simpler design. Literally just searched up where do squids spawn at what Y level, and I put water in between. That's it. So if I go down here, they'll spawn like crazy and have lots of ink sacs. I also found it's actually kind of a fun game. If you could try and shoot them as they fall, timing it is really difficult because they're also very laggy. You don't know where their hitbox is. I think I invented a new game. There's no point in staying here. I'm gonna head back and build the sorting system. This is what I was talking about last time. Watch this. I was talking about how if it rains, I could just throw around my trident real quick. Woo! Also, flying around this way, I found another ancient city and two more strongholds to go to the end. I don't really need it right now because I already have one. So, watch this. I'm up 2,000 blocks in the air. Now I'm gonna go down. It takes forever. Holy shit, what is my height? Okay, there we go. Alright, let's get back on topic. I'll probably give this a little sneak peek into what I wanted to build. This is the design I wanted to build. This isn't my like redstone testing world, but it also works as like a build world where I test designs and stuff. I thought it would look nice, and I found a purpose for the dragon egg. I think it looks like a nice chandelier. I'd use spruce mixed with a lot of glowstone to light it up. And also, if this isn't enough, this is 22 chests. No, 23 chests in a row and another 23 stacked on top. Times it by 2, so it's pretty close to 64 chests in total. If that's not enough, what I can do is I'll break this wall down and bridge out further, extending it so that maybe in the future, if there's a lot more items, I'll just destroy this wall, move it back more, and put in more storage modules. Go off the same principle. And this is what I was talking about. It'll use snowballs instead of just regular blocks. And it works the same way, except 1 block shorter. Well, I'm back. I decided to do the majority of it off camera because it was insane how much I needed. The amount that I had over here was completely used up. I used up almost everything. And I had to make more hoppers, more chests. I can quickly show actually how much I used or how much I made. In statistics, items, times crafted, times used. So these two columns are the most important for it. Well, here's the wood. I had to farm a lot more wood. I crafted 28,000 wood and 360 comparators, chests. 2,861. Here's hoppers. 1,600. 1,700. That's how many hoppers and chests I needed to make this storage system. And I also did the design, and I already filled in the item sorter with filters, and now I just need to figure out where to put the items. If I fly over here, you'll see it. It looks like a spaceship. And then that's the water line where I'll flow the items, and they'll go through all the hoppers, and it'll automatically sort itself. First, it'll go through the first row of chests, and then it'll go across, and then up an item elevator, and then across this direction, and there's a wandering trader. And it'll eventually reach here, which will be the dump storage. Anything that doesn't go into the sorter will go there. Well, let's check what this guy has. Literally nothing. Here's the inside too. I'll put in the dragon egg hanging from the center ceiling in a bit. I think it looks really good at night. I think it's best at night. So you can also look out here. And then this is the dump chest where you'll dump your entire inventory and it'll sort everything. But what I like doing is showing off this, because it's kind of like an airport. You can like fly through here and land. But then you can also like take off like an airplane. And a cow spawned up here, so you can come in like this and fly all the way to the back. But yeah, I built the rest of it off camera, and I'll put in sorting for other items. So far I just got the wood. I'll finish the rest off camera, and next episode I'll have something else planned. And I also put in some sneaky crafting tables that you don't notice. I also think it looks good in day 2, but not as good. Anyways, that's it, and I'll see you next time.